Well, hello, my algebra students. Plan to have a test Thursday or Friday, depending on what day you have school. And it's going to be on the laws of exponents. Highly recommend you watch the previous videos. This is just a review video, see what you can do. So let's start off with this group of problems. Freeze the video and then turn it back on and I'll do them. Okay, so hopefully you could go right through them. When you multiply two things same base, you add the powers. When you raise a base to a power, then the whole thing to another power, you multiply. Then when you have a product to a power, you raise each one to that power, so it'd be x to the 60, y to the 40. Ooh, we're cranking. When you divide two things same base, you subtract the powers, keep it where the largest one was. So this would be x to the 4th. Anything divided by itself is 1, except, of course, 0. Anything to the 0 power except 0 is 1. Negative power means take the reciprocal. And, oh, there's a negative on the bottom, bro. Bring it on up. So hopefully you got 100% on that. Do the next group. And then turn me back on. Okay, so you reduce, so that's 2/3. Dividing two things same base, you subtract the powers. Woohoo! Oh, when you have something to a power to another power, you multiply. Multiply. But when you divide two things same base, you subtract the powers. Keep it where the larger one is. 24 is bigger. Product to a power, you raise both of them to that power, so it'd be x to the 18th, y to the 24th. Here, power, so it'd be x to the 60 plus x to the 60. When you multiply two things same base, you add. And you only change the coefficients and numbers out front when you're adding, so it'd be 2x to the 60. Most people get this one wrong. Don't change a power when you're adding the terms. Now this one, negative power, bring it on down, negative power, bring it on up. So we'd have x to the 6th, x to the 4th, because I brought that up, y to the 3rd, y to the 10th. So that would be x to the 10th, y to the 13th. Product to a power, bring to power, x to the 60, y to the negative 30. But negative power, bring it on down. Oh, I messed up. I put x when it's a y. I apologize. Okay. Do 6 more for me, please. Okay. Bring this on down, good. Bring this one on up, good. This one doesn't change, but this one goes down because of negative power. So we're dividing two things, so you subtract the power, so x to the 16th over y to the 9th. This one, I tried to trick you. Most people get this wrong. The negative power is only on the x, so that's the only one you move. So this says you got to do two things. Flip it and square it. So if I flip it, it's 1 over 2. Square it's 1/4. This one, I need to flip it. I need to square it. So it'd be 3/2 squared. That'd be 9/4. Bring this one on down. So it's 1 over x is 6, x to the 10th. That'd be 1 over x to the 16th, because when you multiply two things same base, you add. 0 power means this turns to the number 1. 1 times x cubed is x cubed. 2 more and then we're done, my students. So freeze the video, do those two, and then turn me back on. Okay, when you multiply two, there you can do this a lot of different ways. You could multiply two things same base, you add, and then deal with the negative. Or you could bring this one on down. X is 6 over x to the 10th. So that'd be 1 over x to the 4th. This one, the negative means move it on down. 0 means 1. 1 times anything is anything. And anything divided by itself is 1, so that's gone. So this would be x to the 8th over, y to the 8th. Boy, it's second time today, mercy. Y to the 8th over x to the 16th. So that is good practice. Now, if you can go right through those, you're in good shape. If not, watch the other videos. Practice, practice, practice.